relationship like a couple years, couple months, couple days later, like, what the hell was I thinking? That's what this here right here. That's what this here right here. And I'm gonna do Acapulco, you know what I'm saying, just to vibe out with the crowd.
I like Acapulco.
I like Acapulco. Oh, I'll go to Acapulco. Pain is never pleasant ending. That was real dramatic. Pain! Pain is never pleasant ending, but some pain is necessary. Time might tell you why, but time will never tell a lie. Like clockwork, how time works. Always moving forward with one hand while you try to bring it back with the other. As for me, I had to love her. Say I had to love her.
I had to love her.
Shit, that's like not loving myself. You crazy. Actually, she was crazy. And not like crazy, sexy, cool. More like crazy, sexy, and dysfunctional as hell. She ran away from me one day while we lay in the bed. Never came back. The blame for that, my inner she had. We can't tell what we gonna learn going in. You don't plan for pain. You just set the wedding date. I mean, really, who plans for rain? But plans can change like people. And I still write these poems because I need to. Release you or choke trying to breathe you. You are my air, end quote. Those were the good times. And in good time, all wounds heal. But sometimes it just feel like that time. I want you to feel shit a little longer. Like, aha, that'll learn him. Let him think about all the chicks he did wrong coming back to burn him.
Come on.
Right on time. Like clockwork. And karma is a angry bitch. And it's like karma and time be trying to outdo each other like Bloods and Crips. You ever notice how bad karma always happens at the worst? Like clockwork. But I had to love her. And I'm thankful for her. All the nights when I never knew what was next. We go from cold wine to hot, sweaty sex, and before the night was over, she picked something stupid as hell to have us fighting over. Like, you ain't gonna do the dishes. You really ain't gonna. 3 o'clock, I'm walking out the door like, this chick is bipolar. But I had love her, because all that made me stronger, better. I learned to pack for her trips. When she'd start carrying on heavy, I just check her. And maybe it was love or guilt that had me putting up with it as long as I did, watching the clock turn. It took a lot to learn that I was worth more than this, despite my own issues. Now, I'd be lying to say I don't miss you, but I wish you a healthy recovery. Somewhere far the hell away from me. And they say if you love something, you let it go. To you, then you know. I believe that's true. So step 1 is loving her. I'm that step 2. And there's nothing left to do but wait and forgive myself for my mistakes. That's love. You can't tell me that it ain't, because my mistakes were great. I apologized. She cried. But I told her, baby, if you were that upset with me, real talk, you should have just left me. But instead, she started batting lefty. So maybe she stopped loving me. And maybe that made me not love me neither. Because real talk, I had to love me to leave her. And that hurt like heart surgery. No anesthetics in the procedure. And I'm a pretty cool dude. Ask Lorna. But my people started seeing the pain in my face and in my poetry. She was affecting my features. So I really had to choose between keeping my mind and keeping her. That pain wasn't pleasant any, but it was necessary. And time told me why. Time told me I had to love her. Because if nothing else, loving her taught me how to love myself. Right on time, like clockwork. Thank y'all very much for your time. Appreciate y'all. I love for y'all to follow the journey.